Welcome. It's your boy Latif from King's Corner. I'm back at it again. I got one more episode that I want to talk to you about today. I think it's very important that we learn about our rights and how we should go about protecting ourselves, not just on the surface, but if you dig a little deeper, there's a lot of things that we have not protected ourselves with, and we just some of us just don't know how. And I want to get into that on this particular podcast. So thank you again for being a part of King's Corner. I'm your host Latif, calling you or talking to you from the Sunshine State here in Florida. The name of this podcast is called Shielded Voices. And so, you know, um, we want to talk about the importance of legal protection for Black men and women. Now, I've said in previous episodes that I've been in a part of this business, Legal Shield, for about since 2016, but I've been a serious member for about 2 years now, and associate. I've made some wonderful friends, made some wonderful connections, across the state, and hopefully I'll make some connections across the country as well. But locally, I know a lot of people who are doing wonderful things with Legal Shield and helping a lot of people to just teach them how to protect themselves. And not only that, you have the wonderful opportunity to educate, empower, encourage, inspire, motivate, whatever action word you want to put, in that. You want to just know that um, it's a wonderful service. So I've had the opportunity to help people protect themselves by offering them legal protection, where you can talk to a lawyer for a little or nothing. A lot of people get scared. Well, I got to pay insurance. I got to pay um, uh, a light bill. I got to pay my house note. I got to pay my car note. It's yeah, those things have to be paid. But what if your car get towed illegally? What if you get pulled over by a police officer unjustly? What if you walk into a department store and you realize or you see that you're being discriminated against? How are you going to deal with that? Right? Most people who do these things, they get angry and they want to retaliate. They want to fight the police. They want to fight the person who's treating them unfairly. You can fight, but fight the right way. Legal shield and identity protection is your weapon for injustice. So, without further ado, I'm going to get right into the podcast. Again, the name of the podcast is called Shielded Voices. Okay, what's up to my boy Roy? um, so, the importance of legal protection for Black men and women, whether you're facing discrimination, dealing with financial or identity security issues, or simply trying to protect what you built. Legal protection isn't a luxury, it's essential, right? Yet many of us feel like having legal support is either out of reach or only needed for emergencies. But today, I want to shift the mindset, right? So, I want to go back where I said, um, many of us feel that having legal support is either out of reach or only needed in emergencies. And I gave some examples a few minutes ago of how people may need legal services, and they're non-emergencies. Okay, and it's affordable, right? So those are the two things that kind of deter people from wanting to get legal protection. And by the way, Legal Shield prepaid legal has been around for over 50 years. So it's a legitimate service that you can definitely subscribe to and get reputable feedback and service from them. So let me ask you this question. Why is Legal Shield, um, where am I? Okay, so why is Legal Shield or legal protection essential, right? Imagine this. You're at work, giving it your all day, but you're dealing with uncomfortable comments or or being overlooked for opportunities. I'm gonna give you this. Where I work at now, it's not a free for all, or you can do whatever you want to do, but there are times when people act inappropriately. They say things that um, you know may hurt somebody's feelings. Okay, and so how do you deal with that? Right? You go to HR, and HR says, "Well, we're going to blow this. We're going to push it up under the rug," and things like that. And you still don't feel secure about that because HR really, if justified, they are supposed to fight for you. Okay, so that's why this service is essential to have. Okay, um, again, you may be out with family, and something unexpected happens. So again, just for uh, laughs and giggles, you're driving. It's like 2 o'clock in the morning. You guys supposed to be home, but guess what happens? You get pulled over by the police, and they're asking you for your credentials and things like that, and you don't, you know, you give it to them, but they say, "Oh, you know, you fit the description of we have to take you to jail." What do you do at that point at 2 o'clock in the morning? You're like, I gotta go. But no, you do have power. You can call your legal shield attorney at 2 a.m. in the morning. He or she is going to answer the phone. Now, where do you know that you can call a lawyer at 2 o'clock in the morning and get service, right? And get some answers? Whether you're right or wrong, you're going to get your rights read to you right there. That officer, either one, he's going to let you go, or he's going to take you in, but you still have the ability to have a lawyer at your service. Or let me give you this one. What if it's I don't know, 3 or 4 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday, and some neighbor down the street says, "Well, I heard so and so was treating their children kind of crazy, right? I heard that they didn't have any food in their house. I heard that they were missing school." And so CPS comes to your house and they want to investigate and see what's going on. No, you have the power to call your attorney and say, "Listen, this is what's going on." That lawyer at 2 o'clock in the afternoon on a Saturday is going to speak to that person at your door, not a paralegal, but a lawyer. And a lawyer that we have in our database, they've been around for about 10, 15 years locally. And you can take this service anywhere in the country. So each state that you go into, if you have any sort of legal problem, there's a law firm that can deal with your situation, that can handle your situation. You get a speeding ticket. I've said that already. But you have a lawyer that can deal with that. If you have a business, they can talk to you and help you out and try to help you elevate your business. The lights went out. What happened? Let's work on that one. Hey, you got to roll with it, right? So, um, these are the things that will allow you to be successful, okay, in business. I mean, if you're having an issue or concern. Now, I'm going to cut it short because, I've been doing this just about all day, and my voice is a little hoarse, a little bit tired, or what have you. But I want to tell you, those two symbols that you see in my background, identity protection and prepaid legal, they've been around for over 50 years. It's a legitimate business, and they can help you. I can help you get the justice that you need. All right. Now, for those of you who want to start a business, this is also a viable source for you to start a business. Okay. If that's something that you want to do, there's nothing stopping you from doing it. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for being a part of this particular episode of my podcast. And God willing, I'll be before you again. May God continue to bless you and your family. Thank you.